Hey, good morning, everyone. I'm glad to see everyone who made it out to our professional development session for today. It is on incorporating STEM into the classroom. Many of us might think, why do we need to incorporate STEM into the classroom? Our students go to STEM class once a week, and they get all they need from their STEM teacher there. So why do I need to take my time and teach it to them in the classroom? Well, we get academic success through STEM. As you will see, many students are more hands-on and motivated to learn when they are doing an activity that is of interest to them. Okay, what is STEM? STEM, science, technology, engineering, math. STEM is the academic concepts and real-world lessons that are connected by science, technology, engineering, and math to prepare our students for the 21st century. As of right now, we are preparing our students for jobs and careers that we don't even know will exist in the future. We are preparing our students to think at a higher level for those higher advanced careers that will help our society grow. What are the benefits of STEM in the classroom? Like I said, we have a STEM teacher. They go to a STEM classroom. Within that classroom, there are different resources that can really help our students learn and progress. And you might be thinking, what inside our classroom can we use to relate to STEM? Well, first off, STEM, it does promote creativity. What we see in our older students today, even in the kindergarten students who come into our classrooms, they are lacking creativity because in today's age, like it or not, they are in front of their phones, TVs, and they're letting the TVs and phones think for them. They're not using their creative minds. So in writing class, I know in 5th grade, when we teach writing, the biggest challenge for our students is to just think about what are they going to write about. I can give them the topic, but actually thinking deep into their minds and pulling out an experience that they've had and going into detail they're struggling with. Building confidence and resilience. A lot of our students, they shut down when they come across a challenge in a project that they're doing, if they come across a challenge within math class, because they don't have confidence within themselves. They're so used to getting something handed to them the easy way that they will shut down. Fortunately, if we can establish a safe environment within our classroom where we allow them to fail and we teach them that failure is a process of growth, then they might be more resilient to confronting the challenges that they see. Inspires experimentation, which is connected to creativity. Experiments can be done in any subject, math, science, reading, writing. It's just the way that we go about presenting it to them. Effective teamwork. A lot of times, and we can all agree, our students do not like to work with other children that they don't get along with. Many times we have students come up to us and say, Miss Grace, or so-and-so, can I switch groups because I don't get along with this person? But that's not reality. In reality, they're going to be working with students, with adults they don't like, but it's all in how they problem solve together, how they respect each other, that will help them meet their goals. Enhances technology. Our school, our society is driven on technology. How we incorporate it into the classroom, into their learning, that is what will benefit them in the future. Teaches problem solving. Problem solving, it's a big thing for our students. Once again, it goes back to building confidence, experimentation, creativity. There will be problems that will arise within their tasks, but it's all in how they work together. It's that teamwork, how they will problem solve. What strategies will they use to help make it through the difficult challenges and. to reach their goals. Integrating STEM across curriculum. You might think, okay, if I can do STEM in science, I can do STEM in math. Those are the easier subjects to go with. But what about writing and reading and social studies? Every subject that you teach, you can incorporate STEM into. All you have to do is start by asking yourself, what problems need to be solved? If you start with that question, then you are on the way to creating a STEM activity. Math, like we all think, is the easier one to go with. But you might think, I had to change my entire curriculum to incorporate STEM into the lessons. You don't have to. Start by something small. Start with small tips. For example, in math class, if you are adding and subtracting decimals, instead of just giving your students a worksheet to review that skill over and over again, have them think of the questions. What problems need to be solved? For example, have them create a product to sell. It can be a type of food, it can be a type of toy. Have them create that product. Then, after it's created, students can go around to each store and have them buy and sell that product using decimals, money. Language and reading. Technology can be incorporated into reading. Have them read that story you were planning on reading to them. And then they can summarize it through technology by creating a blog or blog. So once again, those 2 words, start small. Don't try to stress yourself out and create a whole new curriculum with STEM. Collaborate with your teachers. We can all be resources of each other. In our morning meetings during PLC time, every morning, 7:30 to 8:15, we can get together and bounce ideas off of each other. We can use our STEM instructor to support us in activities that we can incorporate into our lessons. Online, looking online, there are so many different examples of how to incorporate STEM into writing, STEM into reading at various grade levels. So don't try to sit there and stress yourself out at night when so many different examples have been done for you. Many of us think that STEM is a higher order, higher grade level strategy to use in the classroom. However, I'm going to show you a video that incorporates STEM into kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade classroom using resources that teachers already have. So these teachers don't have to go out to the store and spend a lot of money to incorporate STEM into their classrooms. So as you're watching this video, I want you to look for ways that these younger grade level teachers are incorporating STEM into their everyday learning. Let me go ahead and put the video up for you. Second.
I think a lot of people, they misunderstand what STEM is, and they think it's something that happens later in life. But where it really starts is when children are very young, when they're very
So as you can see, after watching the video on younger grade levels incorporating STEM into the classroom, it can be easily done because all the materials such as building blocks, glue sticks, construction paper, was all materials that these teachers have had. And like the teachers were saying in the video from their reflection, it really helped keep the students motivated to learn. And when they went through those challenges of trying to build a tower or create a structure of their imagination, it did use creativity and problem solving. We're going to now, I'm going to give you the practice of 2 different activities that you could use to incorporate through any subject, and it does involve STEM. So we have 2 projects here, Help Harry and Building a Marshmallow Tower. And if you look up front on the front table, you have, I want to talk about the Help Harry project first. This STEM activity can be involved with science, it can go with writing, it can go with social studies, even reading. It's all on how you would like to present it. The object of the Help Harry is a puffball that you would find in the classroom. that you would hide in the classroom for your students to find. And the puffballs that I used were right up front on the Pro board. And the goal of this project is for the students to create a safe perch for Harry to see what is happening every day within the classroom. So how the students are learning every day. So in this bag, there will be several different materials such as pipe cleaners, and construction paper, index cards, muffin holders, and aluminum foil to build a perch for Harry to sit safely on as high as they can. Another activity that we're going to be working on as a team is the Marshmallow Tower. The Marshmallow Tower involves two resources: spaghetti, noodles, uncooked of course, and marshmallows. They're going to be using marshmallows and spaghetti to build a tower that will support a large marshmallow or several little marshmallows on top without it breaking. And this can be incorporated into different content areas as well. For example, if you are learning in social studies about the different structures in society in different locations, you can have students use their creative imaginations to build a tower themselves. And then writing can be involved in who would live in this tower, how did they make this tower. So I'm going to divide you into, actually, I would like you to get into your grade level teams because those are the teams that you collaborate with on a daily basis. So when you get into your grade level teams, I'm going to distribute each of the materials to you. I will give you a chance to build those Help Harry activities in Marshmallow Tower, and then we can come back together and show your results. So as you can see, after the time I gave you, for each activity I gave you a time. For the Help Harry, I just grabbed 3 different samples from each grade level, just from each grade level there. One grade level created a Help Harry perch that looked similar to this. Now their little puffballs fell out, but if you compare this perch to this perch, this is a standing perch, this grade level did. Then this grade level built a perch for their 3 Harrys that could hang up on a ceiling or on a Pro board where the Harrys can see. And then this group created a Harry perch, more like a Harry safe box with a door. So they stuck their Harrys in here to be safe, and then I guess if Harry wanted to come out, could stand on top. So each 3 of the grade levels, they each completed the goal of building a safe perch for Harry, because the goal was the same for everyone, but the end product is different. Now moving over to the Marshmallow Tower, I just took one sample from one of the grade levels, and as you notice, they didn't quite finish their Marshmallow Tower from the time that I gave them because it was timed. However, what I was looking for overall was how they were working as a group. They were in the right direction, they just ran out of time, and I was noticing a lot of collaboration. They created a graph on how they wanted their structure to look. I noticed they had a couple of disagreements, but through those disagreements, they each tried it each other's way, and then they actually combined ideas together. So I was showing you 3 finished products, and even though this Marshmallow Tower was not finished all the way, they still were using that team building skills. They were testing their confidence because they didn't know if their suggestions were going to work or not, but they tried them. They failed, but they kept going. And that is what STEM is, building your confidence for higher level learning in the future. So through STEM, you can incorporate different ways. These 2 activities you can use within any subject area. After you build a Harry perch, you can write a story about Harry, how he built his perch, and what he saw in the classroom. Through the marshmallow tower, you can incorporate this into math. Geometry, you can use at the lower grade levels, adding and subtracting. How many marshmallows did you use? How many spaghetti sticks did you use? How much is that in all? So it can be used in any different area. But the question was, what problem needs to be solved? Each of these activities had a problem that needed to be solved. Now, before we end this professional development, what we scheduled out with administration is to give you the time to get together to create STEM activities that you can use in your specific grade level. To help you with that, we are having our STEM instructor go around every other week to each PLC from 7:30 to 8:15 in the morning. She is going to be working with you to help you develop those activities and narrow it down to one. So each class will be working on one STEM activity for 2 weeks to try to get you used to incorporating that into your lessons. Then she will revisit you and go over any challenges that you might have had, any success that you might have had. At the end of this lesson, before you all leave, I would like you to go online and complete this survey regarding this professional development today. And if you just click on the link, it will take you right there, because I would like to see how much you gained from this experience that you've had today. What can be improved on? What was successful? And these are just some of the references that I used during this professional development, and if you would like to go to any of these references for extra support in your learning, please go ahead and do so. This PowerPoint will be placed on the share drive so all of you can reach it at your convenience. Thank you once again for coming out to this professional development today on incorporating STEM into the classroom. And like I said, we will be around starting next week to help you get started integrating STEM into your classrooms.